Good morning, everybody. As you can see, we're here at the Harwich Community Center in the kitchen, which is always a busy place. Actually, on the other side of the kitchen right now, Linda is getting ready for the senior dining program, and it smells delicious. But I'm here with Penny, who is an employee of Elder Services of Cape Cod and their Meals on Wheels program. Penny is a site coordinator. So let's start off today, Penny. Just give us a little background on the Meals on Wheels program itself.
Well, I think the Meals on Wheels program is a wonderful program because it helps to keep the people who are pretty much homebound in touch with people on a daily basis, plus providing them food. The drivers that go out really are sometimes the only people some of these people ever see. And it's a wonderful, wonderful program. Now, that is not always true because some of our people are wonderful and go out and can get out, but it's still a nice, wonderful program to make sure that everyone gets food on a daily basis. It's a complete meal. It's very carefully monitored to give them all the nutrition they need for one meal for a day. And it's really a wonderful, wonderful program. So I'm really happy to be a part of it here.
So Penny, let's go back and talk a little bit more in detail about the meals themselves. We're here at the community center, which has a full kitchen, but I know that the meals are not prepared here. Tell us, where do the meals come from?
The meals come from Roxbury, from City Fresh Foods. It's a caterer in Roxbury who provides our meals, and they do a wonderful job. They put together a package that has a protein, a starch, and a vegetable every day, and they have quite a different variety. They put out a menu every month, and for instance, today we're having baked fish Florentine with brown rice, stewed tomatoes. They have bananas and whole wheat bread, and they get a little packet of milk. So every day they get a full meal, sometimes turkey, cranberry sauce. The desserts range from chocolate pudding to fresh fruit, and they give different kinds of bread every day. So there's a nice variety for people. We also have a possibility for people who really can't make food for themselves at all, that on the weekends we put out frozen meals that are all ready to go. A similar idea with the fruit and the bread and the milk. And so they can have a meal in their home provided by us every single day. And they are not required to pay for these meals. We ask a donation. If that's possible, they do give us a donation, but it doesn't keep them from getting their meals. It's a $2 donation we're asking per meal. So
Okay, that sounds pretty reasonable to me. Now, I know we're here today because Elder Services is celebrating what they're calling Mayor's
for Meals.
Mayors for Meals. So that means we're expecting the town administrator from Harwich to join you today. And as I understand, he'll be accompanying one of your volunteers.
Yes.
But before we talk to Jim and hopefully one of your volunteers, tell us a little bit about your volunteers.
Oh my goodness, I can't. That would take up the whole morning. I love my volunteers. They are so willing and just so wonderful with the people they deal with, but they're wonderful with me as well, because as volunteers, they can say, I'm going to my sister's or I'm going to my daughter's, and they're gone. Well, I have a list of regular volunteers who are so faithful to me, and they always give me plenty of notice if they're not going to be here. And then I have a list of substitutes who are also wonderful and jump in, and my regulars will jump in a pinch. So I've never, in the time I've been here, had a problem covering a route, getting people to willingly go out. And they're also wonderful, wonderful people with the consumers, the people who receive the meals. And they're just, I can't say enough about how wonderful the volunteers are and how helpful. And they really taught me my job. I mean, there were people who came in from Elder Services to help me out, but it was my drivers who taught me my job. So.
And mention to me and the people out there, if you're interested in becoming a volunteer, or perhaps if you're interested in taking advantage of the program itself, how does one get in touch with Meals on Wheels in Harwich?
Ah, very good. Well, on my menu here, I just happen to have the Harwich number. It's 508-430-1991. You can also call the Elder Services office directly, and 394-4630. But ask for information and referral. Can you tell I'm getting a little feed here, which is wonderful. But you can call either one of the numbers. If you're interested in volunteering, if you would call the Harwich number, the 430-1991, and leave a message, because I get messages. People can leave a message at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll get it the next morning. But yes, we can always use volunteers because, as I said, people travel, people go away, people come and go. I have a couple who have been doing volunteer work for us for 10 years, and they're retiring, but they're going on our substitute list, which is lovely. But I'm going to be needing somebody to take over that position on Fridays. So if anybody would love to have something very fulfilling to do, come talk to me. It's only 2 hours, 2 hours out of your week if you do it every week, because it's, you know, between 10 and 12, and then you're all done. But it's a wonderful thing.
Okay, so today what you're going to do is you're going to have the mayors from around the Commonwealth as well as town administrators come, and they're going to act as your volunteers. And I think that's a way to give some recognition to the program, to make the people that run our government aware of programs like this, because a lot of times it gets lost. There are all these good things that are happening and people really don't know what goes into it. So right now we're going to meet our town administrator, Jim Merriam, and talk to him about his opinion of the Meals on Wheels program as he's ready to go out and deliver meals. So stay tuned. And here we are at the moment when Meals on Wheels is loading up their cars and ready to deliver. And with me is Bob, who's the volunteer here, and of course our town administrator, Jim Merriam. So Bob, I'd like you, if you would, to explain to our town administrator what you do as a volunteer for Meals on Wheels.
Well, we basically come in here, we pick up the meals, we bring them out, and we distribute to each one of the people out there. And they run from probably 12 people, something like that, 15, sometime like that.
Okay, now I know, Jim, you were here last year and did a run for Meals on Wheels. So as a town administrator, can you tell us from your vantage point what you think about programs like this?
Well, I really look forward to this mayor's program, and I've been doing it actually every year since I've been here, and I love it because it's an opportunity to meet the residents who receive the meals, and I look forward to talking to them. It's a nice conversation.
I got to ask you, when you're out there visiting some of the people on the route, and they know you're coming today, so some of them, I understand, are very excited about this. Do they talk politics with you?
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure there's some issue that that they want to voice, and it's a great opportunity to listen. I really want to get a feel of what the people are thinking out there.
That's awesome. And earlier, Jim did mention to me that maybe someday he'll be a volunteer on Meals on Wheels. So, gentlemen, we won't hold you up any longer. We know you have lots of meals to deliver. And on behalf of all of us in Harwich, I'd like to thank you for volunteering. And once again, thank you, Jim, for contributing to today.
I'd like to thank Elder Services, because all the programs that they provide are so valuable to our residents. And to thank the volunteers like Bob as well. It's a great program. It's needed. And really, very much the community benefits from all these volunteers.
They certainly do, and they're off. And fortunately, today it's not raining, so you don't have to worry about getting soaking wet. So we'll let you go about your business. And once again, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Joe.
Are we done?
Yep, they're just going to get a shot of them leaving.
Okay, let me just...
Hang on.